Sadly, we are leaving Jackson today. We are actually heading to another part of Wyoming, which is called Casper. We drove through it a little bit when we were like on our way here. We're really excited because we're going to be collaborating with the Casper Tourism Board, and they have like a whole itinerary set up for us, and we cannot wait to do everything. It looks so cool. So exciting. We made it to Casper. We are staying in the Manfrotto Hotel for the night, but we don't really have that much time here because our itinerary is jam-packed with super fun stuff to do.
Yeah, we are so excited. We are literally going to be doing so many different things today.
So I think our first stop is the National Historic Center, and we will let you know what that is all about when we get there. So this museum highlights the Oregon Trail, which if you live in America, you probably learned about it in school, but if you're not American, then you probably don't know what it is. Basically, it was just like a movement of people in the late 1800s moving from the east coast of the United States to the west coast of the United States. But back then there was no cars or anything, so they had to walk or use horses for about 2,000 miles to go to Oregon. But the reason why that this museum is here is because the trail actually passed through Casper, Wyoming.
Which is honestly so cool. And this trail was known to be just like a huge deal. You learn about it in American history all the time, and it was so treacherous that like tons of people died trying to come out here, but people still did it because they thought it would change their lives so greatly.
Rialto soda fountain, which was recommended to us by the woman who works at the National Historic Center that we were just at. She said we have to come here and try it, so of course we did. Gabby got a root beer float, and I got a hibiscus soda. They actually had over like 20 flavors of soda syrup you can get in your soda, but this one seemed really interesting to me, so I got it, and it is so good. We love coming to like little like local places like this. Like it's so cute, such a gem. Highly recommend coming here if you guys come to Casper.
I'm a little scared because he told me, I got a root beer float, and he told me when he was making it that if I put the straw too far in, it will explode on me. And I really don't want this to explode on me.
You better move your camera.
I'll try it. Oh my god, my favorite. I'm obsessed with root beer, if you guys don't know that. So a root beer float is just the best thing ever. And it's so good.
Finished our tour of the Nick Museum in Casper, and it was probably one of the best tours like of a museum that we've ever had.
Yeah, honestly, we loved it. She was so awesome. She showed us around. She showed us their vaults, talked about
I've never been in a vault before, so that was like mind-blowing to me.
Shanna was like, wow.
Gabby went to art school, so she's been in a few vaults before.
I've actually only been in one other, and this one was pretty impressive. And actually, I would say that the museum itself here is really an impressive museum. They had really like good collections and curations and stuff.
And they were saying that this year they are only featuring female artists, which is really, really, really cool. So every collection or exhibition was from a female artist, which is so cool. And they were so nice. They gave us these like photography books with like old photos from like this area, like from like the 1940s and 50s, which is so cool. We cannot wait to flip through it and look, because me and Gabby love looking at old photos.
Cannot wait. And that was so sweet. We just love coming here, and such a good place to stop at if you're coming to Casper.
But it's so much harder than it sounds. I know it's closing if I just stand still, 'cause you won't wait forever, so just hear me out. It is not like I don't want you, just scared to try. Even if the odds are in my favor, I just need more time.
just equal parts of our gin, the strongman gin, and then pineapple juice. And it's got just simple syrup, equal parts with fresh lime juice.
Soon as I saw you, I knew it's never right now. Someone like you wouldn't take.
They just made me feats of strength. I'm gonna try it. I could use some strength right now. Ooh, that's really good.
It's got that fruity element. Sometimes people think it's gonna be like relatively savory because it does have pepper in it, but
I don't
like
really
the
taste it,
pineapple
yeah.
is sort of like the prominent flavor. Pepper's a little bit like
I taste
the
it like at the end,
background.
like at the very end.
Yeah, it's sort of the back of the throat type of flavor that you get off.
I love
of
it. You need to try
You love it?
Yeah, it's really
I'm
good.
gonna try it.
Alright, so we just finished up at Backwards Distillery and we were obsessed. We could have spent probably 6 hours there hanging out. We didn't even know this when we went in, but it's a queer-owned distillery, and the girl, Amber, who owns the distillery with her family, her and her wife also work there.
Yeah, it was the most amazing experience. Let's start with the fact that the drinks were absolutely amazing.
The best cocktails we've ever had.
Some of the best cocktails. I would literally put it as like one of the best, like some of the best cocktails we've ever had in our lives. And we've tried drinks in a lot of different places, countries, etc. And they were such awesome people. That
They
is
were
just
so awesome, so much. It was so amazing to talk to queer people in a small town like Casper, Wyoming, because we come from a big city, New York City, where majority of the time most people are very accepting of our sexuality, but being able to talk to local people about what it's like in their town or their state was like super interesting and so amazing.
And it was so amazing. I mean, it's an awesome place. We could not say support this business more.
Backwards Distillery, if you were ever in Casper, Wyoming, even if you're just passing through Casper, Wyoming, just
Go
stop
there.
at Backwards Distillery, grab a cocktail, you will not be disappointed. Thank you so much. We're at raqqas, which is a Neapolitan pizza place in Casper. Me and Gabby went to Naples, and this is very similar to what the pizza tasted like there.
So actually what's super cool about this place is they had a whole entire vegan menu. So when you come here, if you're vegan, you could actually ask them for their vegan menu and you could get a bunch of vegan pizzas made.
I was speaking with the general manager, and she was telling me that their coal ovens are imported from Italy. They make their pizzas and they cook them in the coal oven for only 60 to 90 seconds, and that's how fast it takes them to cook because they heat them between 900 to 1,000 degrees.
Crazy.
Crazy. It was our last morning in Casper. We're actually heading to the car right now to leave Wyoming and do a 9.5-hour drive to Omaha, Nebraska.
That's so much. I really hope that you're going to be fine. You just
I'll
need
be
to take
fine.
breaks. Lots of breaks.
I'll be fine.
We could stop at scenic viewpoints.
But yeah, so we had an amazing time in Casper. We loved the itinerary that the tourist board put out for us. We loved everything we did, especially Backwards Distillery. We've already talked about how much we love it, but yeah,
we could not rave more about it.
Yeah.
Literally, it was so great, and we've had so much fun in Casper in general. We just saw so much that there was to see and feel like we got a really good sense of how Casper is.
Exactly. So thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure you stay tuned for the next one. We'll be road tripping to Nebraska and other places as well on our way back to New York. But thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.
Bye.
Bye.